All right, I'm going to get going here. Thank you for joining me today. The topic today is mindfulness, calming your body, calming your mind. My name, for those of you who don't know me, is Ester Odermatt, and I am a mental health clinician at the Northumberland Family Health Team. It's a pleasure to have you joining today, and I hope that some information and some exercises that we do today will aid you in calming your body and calming your mind. So just a few agenda items. So I'm going to go over a bit of housekeeping with you. I'm going to actually cover a few facts about mental health in Canada. Going to do some review on biological and evolutionary roots of anxiety, and then we're going to spend some time engaging in mindfulness practices. A little bit of housekeeping today. We will be spending approximately 45 minutes to an hour together. It might be a little bit less, or I'm hopeful that it won't go a little bit longer, as I know that everybody has other things that they also need to be doing, or maybe just enjoying the beautiful sunshine that we have today. Just for noting, if you have any questions, you're welcome to pop them into the question and answer chat box that is located on the bottom of your Zoom screen. Feel free to pop in any questions you have about anything that I'm talking about, or if there's any other things that you have that you would like to ask, feel free. Karen Peters, who is our pharmacist, will be monitoring your questions and letting me know if there's anything along the way that you would like answered. So please do be aware that this presentation is being recorded, and any questions you post in that question and answer section will be answered live. But do know that your own personal information will not be shared, and your name, what you look like. There's no video, there's no auditory concerns there. So it's just your question that would be shared with the group. And we will be, like I said, spending some time practicing mindfulness today. I do just want to invite you that if the mindfulness practices seem too difficult or evoke difficult emotions, to just give yourself the grace and opportunity to disengage from the practice and just refocus maybe on your breath or on something else that you find comforting or soothing. So just to begin with, I'd like to invite you to just engage with me in what I call a soft landing breathing practice. It's just to transition from all the busyness of the day to focusing on this time in this moment and the material that we'll be sharing today. So if you feel comfortable, I just invite you to close your eyes and just start by doing a quick scan of what your body may be telling you right now. Maybe you're hot or cold. Maybe you feel tension or relaxation. Maybe you have a headache. Maybe your mind is racing. And just taking note of that without judgment. And then turning now your attention to the breath. We're going to engage in what's called box breathing today, just for a few breaths. What this means is we're going to breathe in to a count of 4, hold to a count of 4, and breathe out to a count of 4. Just focusing our attention onto the breath. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. I invite you to just keep doing this breath for a cycle of 2 to 3 more breaths. In, holding, and out. Noticing if your mind has wandered, that's okay. Just allowing your body and mind to focus on the breathing. Just the inhale and exhale. Giving yourself the opportunity to just focus on this moment and the breath that sustains you. Do this for another 3 breaths. Thank you very much for participating in that short breathing practice to cultivate attention and focus. And now you are comfortable, I invite you to just reopen your eyes and orient yourself to the room around you. Just taking notice of 2 or 3 things that catch your eye and letting yourself be in this moment. Great. So I did want to share some facts about anxiety, depression, and stress with you today. These are all taken from Canadian statistics. So in 2013, an estimated 3 million Canadians over the age of 18 reported that they had some sort of mood or anxiety disorder. Mood and anxiety disorders are actually the most common types of mental health disorders in Canada. And a mood disorder is typically considered something like depression. So we're really looking at depression and anxiety as being heightened. And there are some statistics out that are saying that these have been even more heightened since COVID, which, the stay-at-home orders started about a year ago today. So we've been in this for a long time and coping with the depression and anxiety and stress related to that. Every year, 1 in 5 Canadians experience some form of mental illness or addiction struggle. By the age of 40, half of Canadians have or have had some struggle with mental illness. So when you think about it, by the time we're 40 years old, 50% of the population has had some sort of struggle. And I guess what I'd like to let you know is then that you're not alone. This means 1 in 2 of us, we're not alone in what we struggle with. And there's resources and help to support you if this is something that you are really struggling with. 34% of Ontario high school students indicate a moderate to serious level of psychological distress. This number is a more recent statistic taking into consideration COVID and all the stress and distress that we've experienced and that our youth have experienced since COVID began. Mental illness is the leading cause of disability, or is a leading cause of disability in Canada, but only 50% of Canadians actually tell someone that they're struggling. And globally, it's estimated there are at least 12 billion days of lost productivity per year due to mental health struggles. In Canada, the estimated cost of mental illness per year is $51 billion. So once again, I reiterate, if you are experiencing anxiety, depression, stress, difficulty, you are not alone. There are many, many, many people struggling with these disorders. And so it's important to note here that mental and physical health are linked together. People who have long-term struggles with their health often report having more struggles with their mental health. And the vice versa is also true. Individuals who struggle with their mental health are more likely and at a higher risk of developing longer-term health concerns. So with all that being said, it's no wonder that there are so many of you attending today to learn ways of calming your mind and calming your body, because the two of those things are linked. So just a little bit of information about the biological or the evolutionary roots of anxiety and of depression is that it's important to remember that your mind and bodies are connected. So when one's affected, the other one is as well. I think of anxiety as being a good example of this. When we feel anxious, we often maybe tighten up our muscles, or when we feel depressed, maybe we feel like we have a stomach ache or apathy. And those types of things then, they're linked, so we can't pull them apart. So physical and emotional health are so intertwined that we can't look at one without looking at the other, which is why you probably experience both physical and emotional distress at the same time. Anxiety is part of your threat detection system that has evolved over time that helps you survive. So it's really important to remember that anxiety and all emotions are actually just giving us information. They're alerting us to take action about something. They're saying something's not going right and I need to do something about that. So rather than fighting against our emotions, as we maybe tend to do, or trying to avoid uncomfortable emotions, it's actually embracing them and saying, okay, you've shown up for me today. What do I need to do about that? What are you trying to tell me? And how can I ease that by maybe using a mindfulness practice? Your central nervous system has two branches, the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is the system that alerts you, that threat detection system that alerts you to danger. And the parasympathetic nervous system is the opposite system. It's called our rest and digest nervous system, and it restores calm to our life. So therefore, when you work to calm your body, it can help to calm your mind. And when you work to calm your mind, it can help to calm your body. So today, the focus of the practical exercises that I will be doing with you, the mindfulness practices, will be focusing on ways to help calm the body and the mind. Okay, so that's the focus today. So to begin with our first mindfulness practice for today, we're going to work on calming the the body first. So we're going to look at a practice that helps to just calm our body and ease some of the tension that we may be experiencing, which then in relationship may help to calm your mind. So this is a brief guided mindfulness practice. It's not going to be a long one, but it's with the intention of calming that sympathetic or nervous system, that alert nervous system. And this is something that you can do anywhere, anytime. The intention is that it will leave you feeling more grounded and relaxed and more focused on your present moment-to-moment experience and being aware of your body sensations. So to begin, I invite you to just allow yourself to get comfortable. You can be in a seated position or lying down if you wish. Just settling in to a comfortable yet alert position. And starting off by taking a few nice deep breaths, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. In and out. In and out. Allowing yourself to just settle into this moment. In and out. Allowing yourself to let go of the stress, relaxing the muscles around your neck and shoulders, just releasing that tension. Noticing your jaw, and if needed, just allowing your jaw to relax. And just taking some additional deep breaths in and out. In and out. And now just allowing your breath to return to its normal pace, whatever that is for you, not trying to change it or regulate it in any way, just simply breathing naturally and bringing your awareness to what your breath feels like. Just noticing the physical sensations of breathing. Perhaps your chest or stomach rising and falling. Perhaps noting cool air and warm air as you breathe in and out. Just placing your awareness on your breath. And each time that you notice that your mind has crowded in and drawn your awareness away from your breath, just gently, non-judgmentally, place your attention back onto your breath. Breathing in, relaxing, and breathing out. In and out. Perhaps you might find it helpful to say inhale when you breathe in and exhale each time you breathe out. Just might help focus your mind and focus your breath. Inhale and exhale, following your breath. And as we breathe, just noting how our body is doing. Noticing if there's any calm or noticing if there's agitation. Breathing in and out. Your mind will likely wander, and that's okay. Just simply notice when it does. And with compassion and love for yourself, accept that your mind has wandered and just bring your awareness back to the sensation of breath. Observing each breath, if you can, as if it's the very first breath you've ever taken. This is an opportunity to pay attention to this moment and to use breath to calm and slow down our body and mind. Simply noticing what it feels like to breathe in this moment. Noticing when the thoughts come up and gently giving yourself permission to refocus on the breath. Exploring this moment, being curious about your breath. And as you prepare to come out of this meditation for today, just taking a moment to notice how you feel in your body, what this moment, what this presence feels like. And offering yourself a moment of gratitude for taking the time to be present with your breath. And as you go out into the day and into the rest of this week, remembering that you can return to the breath at any time in order to allow yourself to calm your body and calm your mind, even for just a breath. One breath of calm is just as important as the next. But one breath is one breath more than you did a minute ago. So celebrating your dedication and your desire to take the time today to focus on your wellness and calming your body. And as we end this practice, I invite you to just open your eyes and maybe take a little stretch, blink, and just take a nice big breath. And thanking yourself for taking the opportunity to do that practice. And now we're going to move into another practice for calming our mind. And I know these are back to back, so if they can flow for you, you're welcome to just keep your eyes closed and just flow from one practice to the next, acknowledging the time you're taking for yourself today. Just allowing your spine to support you and your shoulders to soften. And we're going to spend some time on focused attention. So I invite you in your mind's eye to think of a resting snow globe. Or perhaps if you want a jar of muddy water where the mud has settled to the bottom of the jar. Just noticing that there is the clear part without the swirling of anything. And noticing the part that might be disturbed if it gets shaken. And I just invite you to think about how, just like a snow globe settles or muddy water settles, over time it becomes more clear and calm. The mind is similar. And allowing ourselves to notice the breath again, how it flows in and out. And noticing as you're breathing if there's any areas of your snow globe that have been shooken up and maybe it's still settling. Those are your racing thoughts, your uncomfortable emotions. Noticing how swirly or muddy it is for you. Just allowing yourself to see that those swirling thoughts, given time and space, can gently float to the bottom. Just focusing on your breath and allowing your breath to gently push the emotions and the busy mind, scattered thoughts, just a little bit closer to the bottom of the jar. Now I invite you to gently think of something that has actually caused you some distress this week. Not something that is too heavy, but just something that maybe has come up that you felt frustrated or sad or anxious about. Just something small, and noticing that the snow globe starts swirling a little bit as that thought comes up. Because that's your thoughts, that's your mind. That's what happens to many of us, especially maybe in the evenings when we're trying to settle down for the night and go to sleep. Allowing the snow globe to be a little bit shaken up by a thought or a memory, stressful experience you've had. And now refocusing onto your breath. In and out. In and out. Allowing the swirling of your mind to gently float to the bottom of the jar. Knowing that you can think about it again if you need to, but in this moment, giving yourself the opportunity in your mind's eye to still those racing thoughts by using your breath as your anchor. In and out. In and out. Noticing if the swirling in your jar maybe is a little less aggressive or chaotic by just using your breath. And as we calm our body through breathing, we calm our mind. And as we calm our mind, we calm our breathing. And as we draw to a close this practice for today, I invite you to the next time you're feeling that your emotions and your mind is stormy and stressed and overwhelmed, I invite you to sit down. Imagine your jar. Imagine how swirly it is and chaotic and things going 100 miles an hour. And then focus on your breathing to help calm that bit by bit, allowing each one of those swirling things to just gently float to the bottom. I invite you to do this in the coming weeks if this practice and analogy is helpful for you. Just once again, finishing with a couple of nice, big, deep breaths. Breathing in and out. In and out. And opening your eyes and returning your focus and attention to the room around you. And just noticing, maybe again, just checking in with yourself at this point regarding how you're feeling, just like we did at the beginning of this webinar today. And then I invite you, before we move into the next and last practice for today, I actually invite you to just for a moment stand up and take a nice big stretch if that feels comfortable for you. Maybe take a couple of paces and just wake up your body a little bit. Allow yourself to feel the muscles of your body moving. Just stretching and working out some of that tension that you might be feeling. And then giving yourself one last nice big stretch and settling back down onto your seat as we move into this last practice for today. This practice is an important piece in allowing yourself to continue to work on calming your body. So feel free to get comfortable, whether that's sitting or laying down again. And just gently closing your eyes. And I invite you to just feel your own weight of your own body sinking into whatever seat that you're in. And if your feet are on the floor, I invite you to just feel the connection of your feet touching the floor and your arms resting either in your lap or on the armchairs or sofa. Maybe just now allowing yourself to notice any sounds that you hear. Just settling into this moment in time with the sounds and sensations of allowing your body to sink down into that chair. And now just gently bringing attention towards your body and doing just a quick scan from head to toe, noticing any areas that feel particularly comfortable or uncomfortable. Just noticing if there's any particular mood that you're in. So noticing your body, noticing any thoughts that might be coming up, and noticing any feelings that might be coming up. And then once again, just gently shifting your focus to the rise and fall of your breath. And now I invite you, if it feels comfortable for you, to just imagine a steady flow of liquid sunshine coming from above your head. It's a very smooth and warm and bright, almost like taking a sunshine shower. It flows down through the top of your head, into your body, and travels all the way down to your feet. Letting the body fill up with this liquid sunlight and allowing it to gently, as much as possible, melt away any tension or discomfort that you may be feeling. Allowing that liquid sunshine to start at the top of your head and feel its warmth as it moves across your scalp, as it moves across your face, easing any tension that you find there. Relaxing that jaw, and then noticing that the warmth and smoothness and brightness moving to your shoulders and neck, where we often hold a lot of tension. Just letting it smooth away that tension that you may be feeling. Feeling its warmth spread across your chest and down your arms, and down into your belly and lower back. So allowing this liquid sunshine to fill every part of your stomach and hips. Relaxing more into the surface beneath you. Letting it melt away any tension that you may be holding in your legs or knees or ankles. Allowing this liquid sunshine to fill you all the way down to your little bitty toe, allowing it to fill you up and melt over you with its warmth and brightness. And just taking note of your breath and the calm sensation that you may be feeling, or taking note of the tension that your body still may be carrying as well. Just allowing that liquid sunshine to calm your body despite any racing thoughts that you may be experiencing. And now noticing that your whole body is full of a very spacious, clear, warm feeling. And just allowing your mind to rest in that space for a few breaths. And now I invite you, as we are drawing to a close of this practice, to just take note of your body again and the surface upon which it is rested. Feel the weight. Feel the sensations that you might be feeling of being tingly or calm or tense. Just noticing your body again and how your body is connected to the surface upon which you are either sitting or laying down on. And opening your awareness back up to any sounds that you might hear in the room around you. Noticing if you smell anything. And bringing yourself back to the space where you are by opening your eyes, and if you would wish, take a nice big stretch or just look around the room and reorient to this space and time. Allowing yourself to know that the liquid sunshine is there for you anytime you wish to return to it. And just finishing by looking around the room and taking 2 nice big breaths in and out. In and out. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that these practices were helpful for you, and I encourage you to continue to practice them in the weeks to come. I now invite you, if you have any questions, to pop them into the Q&A box. And as I just wait to see if anybody is typing any questions in, I just want to let you know that there will be another mindfulness practice in about a month. So look for postings for that on our website and Facebook page. And I invite you to attend again. The next time will be focused still on mindfulness and self-compassion, but with some new practices and information. So thank you again for joining me today. And I do see one question here. Would you recommend massage therapy for relaxation? And how safe is it to do so at this point in time? So thank you for your question. Massage therapy can be quite useful for relaxation, though some massage therapy is also intended to be working your muscles, and you can actually end up being a little bit more sore after a massage. And as far as safe, physically safe for your own health, I would say you need to look into whether it's a good option for you. Maybe talk to your doctor or talk to a massage therapist. As far as COVID is concerned, most places that are open are following COVID rules and guidelines. So if it's regarding that, I would just encourage you to call ahead, find out what their protocols are. I do know that most places right now are requiring you to wear a mask during the whole massage appointment. And the massage therapist also wears a mask, but that can be asked at a local place that you might look into, and then find out if their guidelines are feeling safe for you, if they're following the guidelines and rules. But massage therapy can be quite good for relaxation. I just encourage you to talk to the massage therapist about what it is you're looking for, and always be aware of your body and breath during a massage, so that way you can check in to see whether it's working for you or not. Okay. And I have a thank you here. You're very welcome. I wish you all the best. I hope that that answer was sufficient to the person who asked that question. And I'm not seeing any other questions at this point. So I wish everyone a wonderful day. Maybe try to get out into the beautiful sunshine that we have today, a little bit warmer weather. And oh, I see maybe, oh, yes, thank you, you're welcome. And the next meeting, that one will be, let me actually just check the date here quickly. I don't have it in my head, so let me just check it. I believe I have it scheduled for April the 14th, and it will be in the morning. It's either April the 7th or April the 14th. I can send out a notice around that as well to the people who are interested. Okay. Any other questions or last thoughts for today before we wrap up? You're welcome. All right. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you again in a month. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.